Turning our attention now to our weather, Greg. I know it's been a busy day in the Weather Center. I mentioned before, if you stepped out earlier this morning, pretty calm, but change is coming.
Yeah, around the Metroplex, it is calm now. Western counties, we're seeing those severe storms. And I mentioned that tornado warning, that new tornado warning that we do have a little farther out to the west. It does include Palo Pinto, Jack counties there. Let's get you back to a radar and show you that right now. So this is the tornado warning until 6 a.m. Jack, Palo Pinto, and Young counties until 6 o'clock here this morning. So you can see that line of storms there. And this is radar indicated. So we will have that rotation. This storm is capable of producing a tornado. So this is what we're going to be talking about and dealing with as we go through the morning. We'll put that storm track on there for you as the storm moves off to the north and east at around 35 miles per hour. So you can see around 6 a.m. Vineyard there will be impacted by this storm. So again, the tornado warning goes until 6 o'clock. This is radar indicated, and you can see you're putting a new storm track on there. We have Mariel in, and she's working the radar here for us this morning. So Vineyard, Runaway Bay, Lake Bridgeport around 6:20 a.m. and Park Springs around 6:27 with the track of this system. So let's zoom in a little bit more if we can, and if we can put the velocity mode on there and kind of pick up where that rotation is going to be with the storm. And you can see centered zooming in on that area there. So again, we are talking about the rotation right in this area that we zoomed in on. And I saw the highways popping up there where that is going to be close to there. And if we can see those highways where that is close to. But again, this is going to be Jack, Palo Pinto, and Young counties with that tornado warning there. And she is circling that area there that we do have that potential radar indicated with the rotation there here this morning. So let's zoom back out and talk a little bit more about the entire line of storms that we're talking about as it works its way into the area here. So the tornado warning that we do have there a little farther south, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Eastland County. That goes this morning with a quarter-size hail, goes until 6 a.m. as well. So we'll watch that storm as it works its way off to the north and east, 35 miles per hour. So quarter-size hail going to be possible with that. We'll put a storm track on that one for you as well here this morning. And you see Eastland, Ranger around 5:38 or so, getting over towards Strawn and Mingus just after 6 o'clock here this morning. So let's give you a broader view of the radar, the entire line of storms as it works its way through. So we'll be talking about the quarter-size hail, the brief spin-up tornado can't be ruled out. So please do make sure you have a way to get warnings in this morning as this line moves on in. Make sure you're in your safe room. Again, we haven't had any confirmations of anything on the ground. These are radar indicated, and with this line of storms embedded with those brief spin-up tornadoes is what we're going to be dealing with, and that's why we do have the tornado watch that is in effect until 11 o'clock here this morning. So it will take a few hours for this line of storms to march its way across the area here, but as it does, we will have that potential for the severe weather moving into the Metroplex. It looks like just in time for the morning rush. So let's talk a little bit more about the tornado watch until 11 o'clock here this morning. It does include all of the Metroplex and areas just east of there, getting out toward Terrell, Greenville, and Bonham here this morning. Now the timing with the line of storms as we head towards 7, 8 o'clock, moving into the western parts of the Metroplex, Tarrant County, Denton County as well, up along the Red River there for Sherman and Gainesville. You'll be looking at this line moving through. Then it works its way a little farther east as we head toward 10 o'clock and noon. It gets into our eastern counties, and the severe weather threat may ramp up even a little bit more in our eastern and southeastern counties by mid to late afternoon before the drive home. You'll start to see some sunshine breaking out across the area. We will be clearing out during that time frame. Fort Worth, in the meantime, looking at 67 degrees right now. We'll have those mid-upper 60s with those temperatures out there for you as we go through the day today. And we will see the temperatures only in the upper 60s today, but some much colder air is on the way as we head later into the week, as we'll have temperatures, sunshine returning, temperatures cooling down for us as well as we head toward the latter half of the week. But watch out for that severe weather that we're going to have out there for us as we go through the day today. There's the 10-day forecast coming up here for you right now, with those temperatures not getting out of the 40s a little bit later this week, and we will have some rain chances returning for the weekend. Now, this storm system we're talking about, we're on the severe weather end of this. I do want to bring Mariel in now. This is a very large dynamic system, snow, very heavy rain in other parts of the area, and snow across the Rockies. So this is a major system that we're dealing with. Yes,
absolutely. And I mean, what we've been dealing with is obviously the severe weather aspect to it, but we are also dealing with portions of this system that does bring in some incredibly intense weather conditions for portions of the Front Range. So if you're headed anywhere outside of the state, definitely want to make sure to check your flights, because this system is bringing in even some snowpack blizzard conditions across portions of eastern Colorado, and the severe weather threat that enhances, believe it or not, the more east the system moves. So every box that you see colored there, that's basically indicating a different threat with this large system coming through. So across the Dakotas into portions of Kansas, Nebraska dealing with blizzard conditions as well as winter weather warnings in place now. Wind advisories ahead of this system, and ahead of the system also dealing with a flood watch already in place for Louisiana. So meanwhile, we're in the slight risk for severe weather. We're seeing that ongoing now, but as the system continues to progress towards the east, we see it moving into Louisiana later today. So if you're heading on the road, maybe you're taking Interstate 20, maybe you're taking Interstate 30, you're going to be running into areas of severe weather this afternoon. And the timeline for that, again, after this line moves through North Texas around 2-3 this afternoon, it starts to make its way through Arkansas and Louisiana. That's where the threat for severe weather then shifts for the afternoon hours, causing severe weather in terms of strong winds, hail, and long-lived tornadoes, unfortunately, for this area, eventually going into middle Mississippi tonight and into Thursday. Now, this system, meanwhile, it's bringing in severe weather across the south. It's going to continue to bring in the potential for winter weather, not just across the northern plains, but also the Great Lakes. So if you're headed anywhere in that direction, you definitely want to make sure you're not getting delayed on any of those flights.